So here are a few sentences I didn't think I'd ever say in this lifetime. Mayhem, the gods, icons, poster boys of Norwegian black metal, quite possibly the most infamous and controversial metal band of all time, have gone full-blown punk on a covers EP of all things, and it kind of slaps. No, ladies and gentlemen, you did not hear me incorrectly. You do not need to adjust your speakers. It appears as though Mayhem, the godfathers of Norwegian black metal, and by extension the entire black metal subgenre, have returned nearly 2 years following the release of Demon with a brand new EP, Atavistic Black Disorder / Kommando, one which sees them revisiting the glory days of classic punk and hardcore, specifically covering a slew of classics from the Dead Kennedys, Discharge, the Ramones, and rudimentary Penny, and infusing them with some darker riffs, some heavier soundscapes, and a little bit of a crossover thrash kind of mentality. Now, there are also some very fiery and explosive traditional black metal cuts on this EP, the kind of stuff that's pretty atypical from Mayhem at this point, but still pretty enjoyable, and I got nothing against these cuts, but again, the star of the show is the punk stuff. For whatever reason, this just kicked my fucking ass. And I'm not really sure why, to be honest, because not only has it been a really long time since I listened to a lot of those aforementioned punk juggernauts, but I'm also quite infamously not consistently a fan of Norwegian black metal. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've got a lot of respect for Mayhem, and I would say overall I do prefer them over the likes of Burzum, Darkthrone, and Immortal. But that being said, I am far from a diehard fan. In fact, I'm probably the one metalhead on this earth that would argue that Grand Declaration of War, the band's highly controversial avant-garde and progressive metal-fueled output, is much stronger than everything else in their discography, including the iconic debut, De Mysteriis Don Satanas. Yeah, I really don't know why this is resonating with me the way that it is, or at least I don't have a very well thought out explanation for it, but here's what I do know and here's what I can explain. Mayhem went punk, it rules, enough said. Through these cuts, we're hearing a side of Mayhem that I'm not really sure we've ever heard before. A new type of Mayhem, if you will. A new Mayhem that isn't interested in blood sacrifices or burning down churches, but instead is interested in having fun, in breaking stuff, and telling everyone on this planet to literally suck a dick. They're more rambunctious, even juvenile to an extent, and they're able to be these things without compromising maturity or musicianship. They sound like a bunch of pissed-off teenagers who just listened to the Sex Pistols and the Dead Kennedys for the first fucking time. But they also sound like actual musicians who have been doing this for a long time. Everything is just so tight and so well polished and performed with so much vigor and enthusiasm that the band kind of unintentionally turned some of these cuts into like blackened crossover thrash numbers. The track Hell Nation in particular, on top of obviously tapping into the infinite energy of classic Dead Kennedys, also appears to borrow a little bit from the metallic punk and heavy metal of Suicidal Tendencies. Mayhem are so laser-focused on this thing that they're even able to sell some of the more provocative and tongue-in-cheek lyrics of Kommando from the Ramones. Like in the very end, when Attila Sihar shouts out in almost Barney Greenway fashion, "Eat kosher salami," I take that as an order, a command, rather than a request. Like, I'm here fucking standing at attention going, "Sir, yes sir," on my way to find a fucking Jewish deli or some shit the moment this track is over. It's just fucking fun, man, and looking at things more critically, I feel like this EP, or at least this part of this EP, does what other cover albums and recordings should do. It sticks to the roots of the original source material, shows the band in question, broadening their horizons and bringing in new flavors and influences, and is just plain well made, and performed, and produced, and delivered. Like the Chad Kommando cover EP from Mayhem and the Virgin every other cover album ever fucking made. Truth be told, there's not much to say about the other half of this EP, which is dedicated to more traditional Mayhem-style black metal. It does start off pretty strong on the genuinely evil and mysterious Vocus Ab Alta, a track so dark, so heavy, so genuinely engaging that I'm genuinely shocked it wasn't featured on the band's previous album, Demon. But the rest of it is pretty standard fare for Mayhem at this point, you know? A lot of venomous vocals and blast beats and tremolo riffs, and I don't know, it's not terrible, but it does feel a little bit predictable and meat and potatoes by this point in 2021. Especially when we have bands like Spectral Wound who are taking pretty much this same style and executing it way better. If I were to review the two pieces of this EP individually, the punk cover stuff would probably get a 4 out of 5, whereas the more standard black metal stuff would get a 3 out of 5. So with that in mind, let's do a little bit of math and go right in the middle with a 3.5 out of 5 for the Atavistic Black Disorder Kommando EP as a whole. Based on my personal experiences with the somewhat notoriously stubborn Mayhem fan base, I'm willing to bet that the punk stuff probably won't resonate with them the way that the black metal stuff does, but overall, I can't really picture anyone being especially upset with this EP unless you either truly hate black metal or truly hate punk rock. Although if that were the case, you probably wouldn't be listening to this EP at all, so I don't know, fuck it, I guess. I do like both halves of this EP, but I definitely picture myself returning to the punk material far more often than the rest of it. In fact, I like the punk material so much that I wouldn't mind seeing Mayhem go full-blown classic hardcore punk on a potential studio album. And not just covers either, like original material. I kinda want to hear Mayhem straight up diving headfirst into the realm of punk rock. I think that sounds genuinely pretty exciting. Whether or not they actually will is obviously up for debate, and only time will be able to declare the winner of such a debate. But for the meantime, I've enjoyed this tasty little sampling of what could potentially come to be, and I enjoyed the black metal stuff too, and it's fun, and it's nasty, and despite everything, it delivers everything that Mayhem should be delivering in 2021, so yeah, I stand by my 3.5 out of 5. It's a pretty good EP. Check it out. And that is it for the Metal Meltdown. I'm not an expert, nor do I claim to be, so what do you think? Do you like this record? Do you not like this record? And what do you want to hear from me next? And thank you for watching. Make sure you press subscribe right here so you get updates on the Metal Meltdown fucking immediately, if you aren't already, of course. And as always, you have yourself a fantastic fucking day.